Hi there, it's Naomi here, and I'm checking in from Willower Therapeutic Coaching today to create a video around difficult relationships with food, compulsive relationships with food, and a curiosity that I have, which I've had since I begun working as a practitioner in this area, and noticed that there seem to be two camps of other practitioners working in this area of food compulsion, food addiction. Now, on the one hand, there are the practitioners that strongly believe that certain food types are completely to be eliminated from our diets if we are to find recovery in this area. So that means no sugar containing foods, white flour containing foods perhaps, and fats, combinations of sugar and salt and fat, like in a Dorito or a donut, for example, or chicken skin where there's a mixture of salt and sugar, and that naturally occurring foods which don't really have salt and sugar mixing together are the ways to go, and whole foods, nourishing foods that don't contain highly refined carbohydrates, for example, in the combinations that I've described. What we might call the bliss points that have been created to inflame our compulsion. And so that's one camp of practitioner. They believe that the first step in our recovery is to find complete freedom from these physiological effects by simply not eating those foods. And then it seems that on the other camp there are practitioners who believe that there must be no bad foods, no villainous foods. There must be no looking at foods as if they are the sole problem, first of all, to be eliminated, and that we must have a no rules approach to our food planning, that there can be, if we like, no planning at all made, that it's much more about intuition, sensing what our body needs, and going with that. And even if what we feel our body is saying is that it wants that donut or it wants that biscuit or packet of biscuits, that the most important thing is that we don't berate ourselves for those choices. And actually, you know, the journey of recovery is about having no rules when it comes to food. And now really what I've noticed is that I seem to value the message from both of these camps. I don't wish to look at it as if there are two, by the way, camps that are kind of in conflict here, but just what I've noticed is a bit of a differentiation of opinions here. And I really feel the value of both of those opinions, because on the one hand, it would be foolish and strange to turn our back on what is a growing body of evidence around the very real addictive pull of certain foods. But also it would be very narrow-minded to turn our back, I believe, on what I notice as the potential classic cycle of creating a plan or diet, breaking that plan or diet, and then giving ourselves a hell of a hard time for that, and really just keeping ourselves within that cycle of mistakes that we feel we've made, harsh judgments that we then make upon ourselves, and just adding to that reservoir of shame we feel inside ourselves. So how can we really bring together these two pieces of awareness? On the one hand, awareness that certain foods do have a very real addictive pull on us, they may do, and on the other hand, knowing that by creating rules and plans that we then are not ready quite to stick with, we can be really judging and shaming ourselves. Well, I think it's a kind of one day at a time approach. It's a little by little approach, noticing and finding out what boundaries do feel loving and safe for us, really having accountability within this process to explore it within ourselves, and feeling safe with the person that we invite into this process as our mentor, or as our guide, or as our support system, or as part of our support system. Safe to admit if we feel like we've done something wrong, or just share it. You know, even the word admit suggests some kind of right and wrong, which can keep us locked in that cycle of good and bad and harsh judgment that we've been trapped inside for so long. And I really do believe that as we start to be able to eat in a guilt-free way, whether that is foods that we want to eventually release from our lives or any food, that if we can truly feel that we're eating from a place of complete fueling and nourishing and not bringing in the emotions of guilt and shame, really having the parts of us that give us those emotions, withhold those emotions and have them not part of our eating experience, it is then that we can start to get much more clear about what foods make us soar, what foods genuinely make us feel alive inside our bodies and free from the pull that certain other foods have had on us. So I haven't exactly answered the question, but I am striving to walk the middle way with this and have every camp be right. And I'd be really interested to hear what you think about the content that I've shared. If you feel inspired to, do share a comment at the bottom of this video and reach out to me personally, because I just love this conversation and I'm passionate about it. So I wish you a wonderful day. It's actually Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day. I hope you have a loving day and mostly loving towards yourself first. Bye-bye.